shop? Hey, innkeeper, that beer.
Good day.
God be with you, my good man.
You should have a light. That's where you're wrong.
When we catch a fella cheating, we can do whatever we see fit with him.
Like, break a few of his fingers,
Or knock a couple of his teeth out.
or cut off a chunk of his ear. To make him listen good, that it doesn't pay to cheat.
Or the tip of his nose, so we don't stick it where it don't belong.
Fellas, surely we can work something out here.
You hear that? Now he wants to make a deal.
Is there a problem here?
Oh, good fellow, you're heaven sent. Help me. They want to kick the shit out of me.
Listen, you better stay out of this. This doesn't concern you, so be on your way.
You saw nothing, heard nothing. Now off with you.
What did he do? Did he steal something?
Worse again, he cheated at dice.
That's not true.
Don't lie, you fuck!
Leave him alone. Do you get a kick out of threatening him when he's grovelling on the ground? That's pathetic.
Cheating is pathetic.
And it's not the first time he's done it. Last time, he got away with it, but today, he's going to pay for it.
Oh, have some compassion. I could be a widower by morning.
What's wrong with your wife?
She's sick, deathly ill.
Don't believe him. He lies like a dog, this one.
And what's wrong with your wife? Describe the symptoms.
She's got cramps and fits, nasty ones. And her fingers are turning grey. And her toes are even worse. One moment she's got the chills, the next she's boiling hot.
That sounds like St. Anthony's fire. Instead of playing dice in the tavern, you should be praying your wife survives.
Wait, you're nursing her at home?
And you're touching her.
Well, I have to. She's as frail as a petal.
Get away from me! You're gonna spread that vile plague!
Oh, quick! Let's get out of here before he touches any of us!
Let's go, before we catch something.
Yeah, my Christ. Pray I don't come down with it.
That was a narrow escape.
That's good. The town needs strong, brave men.
I'll be right
who
with
take a
you.
bath. And not just the tools of their
What do you want here?
What the? You're not allowed here. Come on. Was machst du da? Stop that. Can we sort this out on our own? Or do I need to get the bailiff involved?
Easy. Let's talk about this.
You were trying to steal. The bailiff will make sure.
Hang on. It was just a little joke.
You laugh on the other side of your face when I...
Now hold on.
That's better. On your way, you vagabond! 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 On your way!
You won't freeze inside the chimney.
I went to the dugout you mentioned.
And? What did you see?
I have to say, I expected a bit more. The place was a wreck.
I beg your pardon, my lord. I only hope you didn't contract gangrene or mites.
Very droll. I like the scarecrow standing there on an anthill. It almost startled me at a distance.
What? Hugo is still there?
Hugo?
I made him with my friends. Just a lad. Back then, we heard that in some Kuttenberg tavern, they have a skeleton called Hugo. And we'd have done anything to see him. But the city was too far, so we made our own. He doesn't look much like a skeleton, but we didn't know that then. We were very young.
I found an old wagon near the dugout. At least what was left of it.
Don't even remind me. Me and the lads borrowed it from Farmer Tokchek. Without his permission, of course. We used to drag it up the hill and ride it all the way down. That is, until we crashed it into a tree, and it ended up in pieces. Only old Tokchek started asking around about it. So we hid it under a tree near the dugout and pretended not to know anything.
Well, it wasn't as abandoned as you said it was. There's some sort of madman living there.
What? A madman? That's strange. Unless... No, that's impossible. Did you talk to him? What did he say?
He didn't say anything. He just lunged at me and tried to kill me. Eventually he calmed down, but then he started spouting nonsense. Like he didn't even notice I was there. He gave me this broken sword. Does it seem familiar to you?
I don't know much about swords. Why don't you tell me what the man said?
He mentioned you, someone called Libor, and Burkhard. He said Burkhard killed you. That Voiter is dead.
And now you're worried you've been talking to a dead man this whole time, eh? Really? Sounds like a coincidence. I'm sure Burkhard has killed many Voiters.
That's a bit too many coincidences for my taste. Are you sure you don't have something to tell me? Go on. You know you can trust me.
You see, that dugout, we always used to meet up there, me and my two friends. Libor, who it seems you've met, and Voiter.
And this real Voiter, he was your friend, right?
Aye. Though I wasn't much of a good friend to him. Everything that happened, it was my fault. They killed him because of me.
Why do you blame yourself for Voiter's death?
Because it was my fault. If I had been there for him when he needed me, I may as well have chased him into Burkhard's grasp myself.
What do you mean?
Well, just like in the Trotsky region, Burkhard gathered a band of lads around him, and Voiter was one of them. And me and Libor didn't like it. So we tried to convince him to stop. Only Burkhard found out, and he made an example out of Voiter for anyone who'd think to betray him.
So the thing with Burkhard was purely revenge?
You could say that. I'd been fighting it for so long. But when I found out at Trotsky he was nearby, I couldn't hold back any longer.
So you knew Libor lives in the dugout? That's why you sent me there?
No. I really thought it was abandoned. The last I heard of Libor was that he ran away from home. I thought I'd never see him again, and I can't say that bothered me. After they killed Voiter, I couldn't look him in the eye.
What did you want me to see in the dugout?
Nothing specific, just the place itself. I used to spend time there with my friends when we were lads. We liked it there, and deaf Ludwig let us play there as much as we wanted. I spent whole days up on the roof, just admiring the surroundings and drawing. That is, until I fell through it.
So you weren't going to tell me about Libor and Voita?
I wanted to, but I didn't even know how to start. I suppose I was hoping if you see the place, it would help me somehow. And in the end, it did.
If you're not Voita, who are you?
I told you. Voiticus ex Aridus.
You said it's the same thing, just in Latin. Besides, you're Czech as can be.
Very well. Originally it was, I don't seem to recall. My God! I haven't used my name in so long, I can't remember it anymore.
That's enough for now. We can come back to it later.
To tell you the truth, since we got all the way here, I have another favor to ask.
Go on then. What is it?
You see, I'd be truly grateful if... I know I haven't.
Where can I find the grave?
Unfortunately, it's not exactly close. It's not even consecrated. Me and Libor had to bury him ourselves.
That must have been really hard.
It was, but that was so long ago now.
You know, we really do have a lot in common. I buried my parents, and you...
And you never stop thinking about it, even once you make your peace with it.
Wait, you still haven't told me where the grave is?
Ah, right. How can I... When we were lads, we found this tree near Messales. It had 3 trunks. There was 3 of us. You know me. I thought it was a sign. And that's where we buried Voita.
A tree with 3 trunks near Messales. I'll be searching for that for a month. I need some better directions, Voita. Wait, should I even call you that anymore?
If you don't mind, I'd prefer if you did. Most people call me Voita, so you'd look like a madman calling me anything else.
I still find it rather strange you took your dead friend's name.
I know, but I just had to do it. So that his legacy lives on with every work I create.
Why haven't you been there in so long?
I just couldn't. It's easier for me to just work and not think about it.
You think Libor goes there?
I reckon you know more about what Libor has been doing these past 20 years than I do.
Wouldn't you like to go and see him and talk to him?
No. I'm glad he's alive. But I can't imagine going to see him. Or what I would tell him. Maybe when I'm not so busy.
All right. Let's leave it be then. Is there anything specific you want me to mention in the prayer?
Please, pray for his soul. He may have done some bad things, but even so, he was one of the best people I knew. And that I hope he...
Should I pray for you as well?
Yes, please. Hopefully he hasn't given up on me.
Wait, we were talking about the grave. Where can I find it? Tell me exactly.
How would I describe it? When you get to the center of Messales, then follow the stream towards Shramek's barn. Then... hold on, I'm trying to make a mental picture of the surroundings.
I have to say, I'd expect an artist like you to have no trouble with that.
It was somewhere past Shramek's pen, behind his barn. Just follow the cow pen all the way back towards the forest. And once you're past it, take a sharp left. Wait, no, right. And then all the way to the forest. Then you'll see the tree.
Is that as specific as you can get?
I'm afraid so. I haven't been there in over 20 years.
Why don't you put the brushes down and come with me?
All the way there? No, I'm afraid not. At least not now. To be perfectly honest, one of the reasons I'm sending you there is so you can tell me how it looks before I work up the courage to go there myself.
All right, I'll go there.
Oxtail, feet, smoked meat.
Vegetables, mushrooms. Come and get some fresh mushrooms.
God bless.
Greetings to you, friend.
From here, I should follow the stream towards a barn. Finding a stream in this brush will be a challenge. I hope this is Shramek's barn, because there's nobody to ask. Where did he say to go next? There should be a fence past the barn. This must be the fence, but not a cow in sight. Now to get to the other side, back there by the woods. Here's where the fence ends. I'm supposed to take a hard right here. If Voiter didn't mix up his directions, that is. This must be the tree. The grave must be somewhere nearby. My God. It's clear nobody has been here in years. It looks terrible. If I really want to honor Wojta's memory, I should clean the place up first. Pull the weeds, clear the debris, and clean the gravestone. Heavenly Father, I know no one's been here in a while, but please see that Wojta's soul rests in peace. Only you know what happened back then, but surely it wasn't so bad Wojta's soul wouldn't deserve redemption. And please help the painter, whatever his name may be. Whatever he did, he surely regrets it, through Christ our Lord. Amen. I shouldn't do that. I just prayed here. If I do this, I'll surely go to hell. I reckon I shouldn't tell Wojta about this. It looks like this skeleton is missing its skull. I wonder if...
What the?
Easy. Let's talk about this.
How dare you? You'll give everything back a...
Listen, arsehole, and if you have a problem with, they call me the...
I don't care if... Give that...
Fine then.
That's bad.
Good afternoon.
Would you repair a few... I'd like to discuss...
You really want... Hey. Du wirst sicher zufrieden sein, mein Freund.
I'll have a look at the wares. Let's talk about the...
Sehr, I can... Zufrieden sein, mein Freund.
What do you have for... Let's talk about the...
Sehr, I can...
I visited Voita's grave. It was in a rough state, all overgrown and unkempt. But I tidied it up and said a prayer for his soul.
Thank you, Henry. And did you mention me as well?
Yes. I prayed for you as well.
Thank you very much. I feel terrible for not going myself, but I promise I'll visit when the right time comes.
Tell me more about Voita and Libor.
Nothing but bad memories come to mind. We used to spend a lot of time together. But as we got older, it all started to fall apart. I devoted myself more and more to my painting, and Libor, as the son of a bailiff, dealt with his father.
Wait, Libor is the son of a bailiff?
Aye, but it doesn't matter much these days. His mother died shortly after he disappeared, and his father, who knows where he ended up.
Did Libor know you paint? He only shrugged his shoulders when I mentioned a painter.
To tell the truth, I never discussed it much with him. I'd shown Voita some sketches. But Libor, all he cared about were girls. Oh, and swords. He grew up at Rathouse, so he saw soldiers and knights differently than us paupers.
What about Voita? What was he like?
He didn't have anyone besides us. And then Burkhard showed up. Voita was never a saint. Sometimes he stole food, got in scraps here and there. But Burkhard changed him completely. Suddenly he didn't have time for us. And when we did meet up, he was always telling us how he robbed some traveler here or beat up some old woman there.
But I still don't see how this is your fault.
I envy you then. You see, Voita wanted to spend time with us. He was always inviting us somewhere, but we, or I, rather, would hear none of it. All I cared about was my painting. And Voita was just wasting my time. We got in an awful argument over it once. We were both drunk then. Voita on schnapps, and me on my pride.
How did the argument end?
I don't recall what all was said. You know how it is. You get in an argument with someone, and the next day, you can't remember what you said. I do remember one thing, though. I said, there's no room in my life for dirty, drunken thieves who blow smoke up Burkhard's arse.
Then what happened?
Well, we wanted to get rid of Burkhard. We were going to go through Libor's pa. But we met with Voita first. We told him to pack up his things in Burkhard's camp and meet us at the tree. But, well, when we got to him, he was just lying there. We had to chase off the wolves that were, well, Voiter was in an awful state. Beaten to death with a helmet.
Curva.
We chased off the wolves, but Libor was inconsolable and wouldn't stop crying. So I sent him to the village to get a shovel. While he was gone, I realized Voiter was still breathing. He was in awful shape. He couldn't talk or move. Lord, have mercy on me. When Libor returned, I told him to give me his sword, but he said no, that we could still save him. We got in a terrible argument over it. In the end, it was Libor who put Voiter out of his misery. Then we buried him. Not in hallowed ground, but still better than behind the cemetery wall.
You were bloody lucky. Burkhard could have killed you, too.
You know, in the end, I reckon Voiter never betrayed us. But that didn't stop me from looking over my shoulder. All right. But now tell me, wasn't it all my fault?
We are each the author of our own destiny. Voiter joined up with Burkhard, and it cost him his life. What's important is where your decisions lead you.
I hope you're right, Henry. I hope you're right.
I'll let you work.
All right. And Henry, thank you.
I want to talk about...
What of it?
I'll let you work.
All right.
Can I still help you with something? Or do you already have everything you need for your opus magnum?
No, a helping hand is always welcome. I need to wrap up all the commissions I've started. And lately, I've been painting maybe too much. The last ones were a signboard for the armorer and decoration.
So you want me to go and collect the coin? With a beggar's sack in one hand and a hammer to break some bones in the other?
It won't be that wild. I'll take care of the armorer myself. But if you could go to Pshitoki instead of me, I'd be very grateful. It's a bit more complicated there.
How so?
The bailiff there promised me a precious stone as payment for the decorations. Lapis lazuli, from which the most beautiful blue under the sun can be made. But then he changed his mind and wanted to pay me in groschen, which I naturally refused. I want that stone.
Why did the bailiff change his mind about the gem?
Oh, he started telling me it's his lucky talisman and that he'll still need it. He's building a fortress for the gentry there and he's expecting an inspection or something.
Wouldn't you prefer a groschen? You could spruce this place up a bit. How much did he even offer you?
It wasn't a small amount, I'll admit, but this is a matter of principle. Promises must be kept, and you can't mix ultramarine from groschen.
And are you sure the bailiff actually has this gem? He might just be trying to string you along.
I've seen it. Well, just for a moment. He doesn't trust anyone with something like that and keeps it in his pocket. But he's definitely got it.
And how do you imagine I'll get the gem off the bailiff, if he wouldn't give it to you?
But you, Henry, are a man of many talents, aren't you? You'll think of something. To start with, it wouldn't hurt to just have a word with him.
What if he simply refuses to hand it over?
If words fail, you'll have to defend my interests in another way. I'm no minstrel, after all. I'm a craftsman. My work has an agreed-upon value, and I won't tolerate anyone spreading rumors that I work for promises and goodwill.
So what should I do?
Well, I painted a coat of arms and a nice ribbon below it on their fortress. It could really use an inscription. Something that tells everyone they didn't pay me for it.
All right. I'll try to get that gem from the bailiff.
Excellent. Meanwhile, I'll collect payment from the armorer. Thank you, Henry. And don't forget, Rather than leaving empty-handed, better to repaint my artwork.
What do you want here?
Come and take a look. Quality goods.
What do you want here?
Don't shove.
What is it? Who do you think you are, you wastrel?
Some time ago, Master Voiter painted one of the halls here at the fortress.
That's true enough. So what?
Oh, the fortress is painted, but the promised reward is nowhere to be seen. I've come for it.
Oh, I see. And leave me be. I've got bigger worries. I offered him a heap of groschen, but he wouldn't have it. So he can stuff it.
Voiter said that for his work, you promised him something else. He says you've got some expensive stone. Lapis? Lazuli? They use it to make blue pigment.
Well, I do have it. But I offered him a better reward. I need that gemstone more than he does.
Why do you need that gemstone so badly?
It brings me luck, and I need that now. After Lady Anna of Waldstein died, her acquaintance arrived here to oversee the fortress construction. Her name's Adela of Minishek, and I need to impress her. The construction, it's not going as well as expected. The Master Fabian says otherwise. Plus, I think I might have a chance with Lady Adela. If you understand me, as one man to another.
So how about making an impression on Lady Adela in another way? After all, a noble woman like her must have plenty of precious stones of her own.
That's probably true. Adela is always with that guard of hers, Jedlichka. Or by day she sits outside under the willow watching the construction.
See? Then forget about some luck hidden in a magic stone and make some grand gesture.
Well, I could have something written on the wall. You're from that painter, aren't you? Do you know how to write?
I do, but I know how you are with payment. I think I should write what a pinch purse you are instead.
Oh, wait, I've got an idea. I'll dazzle Adela with my chivalry.
Excuse me, are you a knight or what?
Well, not exactly, but I'm a burgher. I've got a sword and armor, and I'm not a bad swordsman. That will surely enchant Adela. We'll do it like this. When Lady Adela is sitting under the willow again, watching the construction, you'll join her and insult her. Then I'll just happen to walk by, see it, challenge you to a duel, and beat you in front of her. Good impression guaranteed.
How do you imagine I'll insult her?
Well, how should I know? She's a noble woman. They're easily offended. For all I care, just tell her she's got a backside like a brewery dray horse.
Great. So we're going to have a duel in front of her? And it never crossed your mind that maybe I'm a better swordsman than you?
Well, then you'd better make sure you aren't. If you want that gemstone.
All right. Let's do it your way.
Really? I mean, great. I'll get my armor and sword ready. You wait until Adela sits under the willow, outside in front of the fortress near the bridge. That's where you'll insult her. She's usually there most of the day, but definitely at noon.
I understand. So, be ready.
Again.
Huh? Yeah. Show me what you've got on you.
Some noble was resting under it.
Fuck you, catchpole!
That's it. I'm arresting you.
There's no escape!
You want to try me?
Now you'll see what we do with criminals, bastard!
Glory and carnage! Die!
You know
Mercy!
for us, fucker!
I surrender!
When a guard orders you to do so now...
Come now. I hope you don't think I'm some kind of street brawler.
Oh,
Piss on
greetings.
that fucking feast day.
Good day.
Get out of here. Well, good day. Get out of my sight! What are you doing with that thing? Are you trying to shoot me? Just try and shoot at me, and you'll see.
Hurry, you've got to take that madman in before he kills someone.
What's gotten into you?
How dare you?
Oh,